All right, so our assignment descriptions, quizzes are about 10 questions, exams about 50, and then case studies. I want to just give you all a heads up here right at the beginning of the semester. This is an area where students tend to lose a lot of points. So don't get, behind with your case studies. They are worth the same amount as a test. So it is a long and involved assignment, so do not wait until the last minute. Like I said before, your case study assignment will be assigned in groups. It's up to you if you want to submit it as a group or if you want to do the work on your own. Irregardless, if you submit as a group or on your own, you're responsible for knowing the content that's in the case study. So for instance, if case study group number 1, they split up the questions and everyone does 6 questions, you still need to know the material that's covered in the other 12 questions that you didn't answer. I hope that makes sense. Because you will see those questions on quizzes and tests and final exams. If you do submit your case study as a group, you'll all receive the same grade. So, I don't want to hear from you after you've submitted the grade or after you submitted the case, and say, well, hey, Rachel, I know that we got a 6 out of 10 on our case study, but I want you to know that I did the majority of the work and, X and Y did not do any of the work. Doesn't matter if you determine that you want to submit your case study as a group, you get the group grade. If you want to submit your case study as an individual, know that it is a lot of work. There are a lot of questions. So it's going to take up a lot of your time. So those are case studies. The book club. So we're going to throw it back to 4th grade book report assignments. And I have put together a Google Doc of eating disorder related books, both nonfiction and fiction. And I just think this is an interesting way for us to get more exposure into the eating disorder realm. You're going to select one of the books that I have curated on the list, and you're going to let me know which book that is. And it's first come, first serve. And then you're going to read the book and do like a standard book report. And we'll have a book report discussion later in the semester. I will show you on Blackboard where you can find that list. All of the books that are on the list you will be able to find through the MATC library. So you just click on the link in the spreadsheet and it'll take you to a spot where you can reserve that book. And hopefully when you're on campus on Wednesdays for clinic, you can pick that book up at the library and get a good start on reading it. It's not due till later in the semester, obviously, because we're, want you to read the book and do a nice report on it. Again, there's fiction and nonfiction. Let me just pull that up here. So we know it's under assignments here. Here's the list. Okay. So each year I try to read like 2 or 3 of these on the list so that I can be in sync with you all when you're doing your book reports. If you are somebody that really struggles with reading fiction or nonfiction, there is this Ink in the Water, which is kind of like a comic book, and it's a quick, I don't want to say easy read because the content's really heavy, but it is a quick read for those of you who might not want a really long book. But I'm going to just go through some of the books that I've read. Elena Vanishing, that's a nonfiction book. Nonfiction would be Safety in Numbers, Teenage Wasteland. We don't have that one available. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing here and pick up in the next video.